We actually started using Promethean about 7 to 8 years ago. We went to the Maize conference in Lawrence, Kansas, I believe it was, and saw the Promethean being used. And at that time we were using smart technologies with the smart boards and the IBID boards. We had just a conglomeration of different boards in the buildings, and we found that Promethean software was heads and tails superior to other brands that we had tried. So we felt that the software that we're using is educationally sound. We think that it's appropriate for the right developmentally processed units that we're doing with our kids. It helps us differentiate instruction in our IR classrooms, and just gives us an overall good plan of action to implement in our K-5 buildings.
What are the benefits? Well, there's tons of benefits. As I have taught kindergarten and first grade for the last 13 years, I have seen so much advances in the technology plus curriculum. And with the way the curriculum has grown and advanced, I really do not feel like we could meet those standards if we did not have the technology. Some of the huge benefits I've found is that we can meet so many standards now. The kids we have a lot more time because you can hit so many things with technology instead of having to grab things, pull them out. Because kindergarten, first grade, they need a lot of hands-on and interactive things to be able to learn. And the computer is just the tool that has made it possible for us to do that.
We love the Promethean board. We love Prometheans.
I like to move things on the Promethean board.
I like French. I like drawing on the board.
Doing math.
I like to watch movies.
Doing math.
I like to write words. Doing math. I like to do homework.
Play games.
They're fun.
Vermillion has had Promethean boards for about the last 4 years. We started putting them in just a few rooms to see how it would go, to learn the software, to train the teachers, and we've added them. Now we've got Promethean boards in every single kindergarten and first grade classroom. We have 7 kindergarten classrooms and 14 first grades. Even the teachers that didn't think they were going to like it very much love the Promethean boards. The kids absolutely love it. As a kindergarten and first grade teacher, I can see the benefits of time saving and the ease of teaching a whole group lesson to a bunch of Boogaloo children. So the curriculum now has been all put on the Promethean boards so the teachers can easily bring up a lesson, have virtual manipulatives, work through the lesson in half the time that it would normally take to teach a lesson. So in a kindergarten classroom when you only have 3 hours, and a first grade classroom where you had a lot of new standards added to the curriculum, this is the way to go.
I use the Promethean in my classroom with special needs children, the ones who find learning difficult. I see that my students are more engaged. They are anxious to have hands-on experiences, and the bottom line is they are retaining the concepts presented. I also align the curriculum with the regular classroom so I can reinforce the concepts that are being taught and differentiate instruction.
The main advantage I see in the classroom is when I am up there teaching, I know that every one of those students are paying attention and watching because they love the chance to come up and get to interact and show what they know or what they have learned throughout the lesson. And they know if they're not following along and I call on them and they come up, they know that I know that they haven't been paying attention or maybe they just don't quite get it yet. And so it's just fun to watch them. Everything that we do, whether it be a language arts lesson or a math lesson, just for them to get the chance to come up and to be a part of the lesson. And so you know they're totally engaged and they're following along and they're watching. And I know too, if they come up and ask them to do a computation problem, you know if they are struggling to go through the steps, and you can walk through it with them, and the ones sitting in their seats are watching also. And you know, it's helping them learn when they find, it's comforting for them to know that other students are struggling, maybe too. And so just as a teacher, you know, okay, I need to review that. We need to go over that again. And what a great tool to have the Promethean to maybe find lessons or to develop lessons to fit their needs. So it's great to see the kids have fun in school. When we review for the math lessons, we use the clickers, and all the lessons of the test are already made up with the math series, and so we review by going through the test together and reviewing the answers, and totally engagement and involvement with the students, and a lot of excitement going on in the classroom. You know that they can't wait to get there, and when they know, you know, when we have the Promethean on, they know that it is going to be a time for them to learn something new or to be a part of the lesson. They're just not sitting there listening to me teach.
The Promethean websites, they offer 2 sites. One of them is for Promethean learning, so that you can actually go on and take little tutorial tidbits. So if you've forgotten how to do containers, or if you've forgotten how to make the pen do a certain thing, you can go on and take little 1-minute to 2-minute tutorials that just walk you straight through, little Camtasias almost. Then also Promethean Planet, teachers can, all across the world that have been using this, create lessons, and if it's a really special one that they have really gotten a lot of good out of it, they will upload it to Promethean Planet, and then anybody else has free access to it. So if there's just 2 or 3 flip chart pages that you want out of a chart that's already out there created, you can just drag those and plop them into one that you already have and just increase yours. So there's truly, you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
We probably have over 100 boards already in the district. We decided to make the Promethean platform the standardization in the K-5 buildings, so that our kids that were working in kindergarten could have them all the way through 5th grade. We at Maize Central are finishing our 3rd through 5th grade this year. We should have them installed all by March, probably. And it's just really been a great tool for our teachers to use. It not only engages these kids, but it catches their attention in a way that nothing else can.
They're just sweet.